All right, this right here, what you're listening to is the World Book Talk Championship. I'm Brad Gustafson, and I get to coach, also known as cheer on, the lead learners. That's what I do. What do you do?
I'm Jennifer LaGarde, and I get to coach, cheer on, and help motivate to victory, a 4-time victory, the literacy legends. Woohoo!
So, for anyone who's just tuning in, Jen has a track record of success. Her Literacy Legend team, every single year, it seems like they win this World Championship. But you know what? It's a new year. We got some new book talks here. I'm very excited. Quick question, Jen. You've been doing this and winning for many years now. Why do you invest your time and passion into this project, into book talking?
Oh my gosh, because I just have seen over the years how important it is for kids and adults to be readers, how books and reading changes the lives of both young people and not so young people. And so I just will take any opportunity that's handed to me by you in this case to celebrate reading and literacy and the joy and passion around books that so many educators have. So it's a dream to be able to do this. I love it.
I agree. I look forward to it all year long, and I kind of look at this thing as the 1-2 punch of literacy. You know, what you just said. You got to be reading, otherwise none of this works for kids and for us. And then you've got to be sharing the books you love. And if you're doing those two things and giving kids time to read in class and then talk about and share what they're reading, really incredible things are going to happen.
Yes, in authentic ways like real readers do, not around assessments, because they already get enough of that. So I
They
love
do.
any opportunity that we can bring the joy back to reading. And the
That's
30
just
second book talk is that. It's
Yeah, we're
great.
dialing up the passion. So each of these, we got a bracket here, and we'll share that too. But each of these videos is 30 seconds long, and we're just going to roll the first segment of the bracket. All 4 of these videos are from the lead learner team. Go blue, go blue. We'll share them, and then we'll go right to Jen, and she'll introduce her 4 of her literacy legends, and we'll go back and forth, and then we'll put it in your hands, world. You get to vote and see who moves forward. Right?
Yep. Take it away, guys.
Here we go. Don Vu, it's all you.
This famous photo by Dorothea Lange shows school kids reciting the Pledge of Allegiance in 1942. A few weeks later, these kids and all Japanese Americans in the United States were sent to internment camps because of the war. How would you feel if the country that you loved sent you to a prison camp just because of your heritage? This book, Write to Me, written by Cynthia Grady, is a true story of intern Japanese American kids and their friendship with a kind librarian named Clara Breed.
Ghost, ghost, baby. Ghost, ghost, baby.
Stop. Hear a gunshot. Listen. Ghost is off on the starting line running.
Oh, she's something more than likely. He can run fast, but more than him lightning. Ghost, ghost, baby.
My name's Kalia, and I'm enough.
My name is Beth Huff, and I am enough.
I am Robin Harris, and I am enough.
I am Dr. Paulette Bullock France, and I am enough.
I am enough.
And in the end, we are right here to live a life of love, not fear. To help each other when it's tough. To say together, I am enough.
Sometimes in life we focus on the fall, or what we call a fail. And After the Fall by Dan Santat, we learn about what we can do after the fall. We learn that hard work, perseverance, and a powerful mindset help us get back up.
Oh my stars, Brad. Not only were those awesome, but never in my wildest dreams did I think I would see a book talk that mashed up Jason Reynolds and Vanilla Ice. That was awesome. As the coach of the Literacy Legends, I got to give it to those first 4 lead learner videos. They were incredible.
Thank you. That was fun. But there's always a but. All right. Does this mean you're not? Does this mean you're not forfeiting?
No, there's no white flag of surrender from my end this year. You might want to raise a white flag, though, after you see these first 4 videos from the Literacy Legends. I am so excited to share this year's group of videos because, well, I just think they're amazeballs, and you know how much I love the term amazeballs. So we're gonna kick it off with Lisa Coley from Wilmington, North Carolina. Go, girl, it is all yours.
After surviving Hurricane Florence, families at Trask Middle School face starting over, much like the main character from Restart by Gordon Corman. Chase Ambrose had been a pretty big deal at Hiawassee Middle School, but not how you might expect. After his accident, he struggles to fit in, and making new friends seems impossible because of his reputation, which he doesn't even remember. Are his acts of kindness genuine, or is he just setting them up for another prank?
Read this now to find out.
She would make a good wife someday, he thought.
Be careful. Little girls should always wear pretty clothes.
Be obedient. Girls must be agreeable and remain calm. After all, boys will be boys.
And then those little girls with sharp sticks flooded the schools. They rid the building of false ideas.
But what if she was... Shh! Spoilers.
Elray Jakes is the smallest kid in his 3rd grade class. Because of this, he gets picked on by a bully named Jared, and when he tries to defend himself, Elray gets in trouble. Elray's dad made him a deal that if he can stay out of trouble for 1 week, then they will take a trip to Disneyland. Can Elray avoid Jared, behave in class, and control his temper to earn the trip to Disneyland? Read Elray Jakes is Not a Chicken by Sally Warner to find out.
This is the book the world has been waiting for. The epic clash of 3 titans of dispute resolution. Rock, paper, scissors. Each undefeated. Each a fearless warrior. And each in search of a worthy opponent.
Let's get ready to rumble!
I love it. I love it all. The Restart book talk. It makes me want to go back in time because I recently book talked that, and now I want to redo because your Literacy Legend just crushed it. That was good. And also the Legend of Paper, Rock, Scissors. I've done that as a read aloud here at school, and we've done like grade level tournaments of paper, rock, scissors, and your person, I'm forgetting the name, I apologize, but they okay, yeah, just crushed it. So much fun. So we're halfway through the World BookTalk Championship. I've got 4 more lead learners. Jen's got 4 more Literacy Legends. But just as a reminder, in each of these groups that we're showing you, each of these foursomes, you'll be voting for one person, one book talk to go through into the finals. All right?
Yes, and
Next
we will. Yes.
What's that, Jen?
I was just going to say we will reveal information about how you vote, where to find the voting link, and all of that at the end of the podcast. So stay tuned. You've seen your first 8 videos, but we got 8 more coming.
Here we go, the home stretch. 4 more lead learners. Start now.
1, 2, 3, 4. Very soon they're coming for your undies, your panties, the long johns that cover your fannies. Better hold on quick to your behind. Aliens love underpants. They don't care what kind. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop. Baby, you better come on. The bus is here.
I can't, Mom. The stinking UFOs have done stole my drawers.
Underwear are fun to wear. Hee hee, ha ha, ho ho.
Hey guys, what happened if I told you that as an author, I can make the characters in a book actually come to life? Embrace is one of the very first children's books with augmented reality embedded inside of the cover and inside of the actual worksheet. This book is about a young man named Isaiah who gets extremely frustrated when he cannot figure out a problem in his 2nd grade classroom. And like all amazing teachers, Mr. Lane finds a way to highlight influential individuals in society who struggled when they were younger but now are extremely successful.
Do you like cupcakes? You do? Well, I've got the friend for you. Meet my friend Octocorn. That's right, Octocorn. He is half octopus, half unicorn, but 100% charming. though sometimes he doesn't always feel that way. In fact, he's trying to find some friends. And I think if you go on his journey with him, you might be able to relate. So take a second, read the story, and you just might find your new best friend.
My book review on The Princess of Serendip. It is by my favorite author. The author is our principal.
Who, me?
Let's jump into the book. Whoa! This story is about 3 princes. 3 lazy princes. Their father was so disappointed in them. They set off on a journey to make their father proud. They did it! Their father was so proud. We can't wait for you to read this book.
Oh my gosh, Brad, I got some big hard hands for this group of lead learners. I love so much about those 4 videos, but one of the things that stands out to me is that really anybody can be a lead learner. I love that you have students there as lead learners, that you have teachers there as lead learners, and of course some building level principals as lead learners as well. And how cool
even aliens can be lead learners.
That's right. And how cool was it that 2 of those book talks were completed by folks who actually wrote the books? That is exciting. Wow. Well, speaking of things that come in powerful packs of 2, historically amazing duos like peas and carrots, peanut butter jelly, Brad and Jennifer, right?
Yes.
Our first book talk in the last set of Literacy Legend Book Talks is given by 2 awesome teachers who go by the 2 traveling teachers, and I'm just going to hand it off to them.
Tag team back again. You know, the 80s music thing. Sorry.
You can tell we're doing this live, y'all. You 2 traveling teachers, take it away.
We're 2 traveling teachers. What would happen if time stood still?
Is there another person in the universe who looks exactly like you?
Super Sleuth Otto and Cheat Alston want somewhere to last forever.
A girl is sleeping. Something is peeking through a portal in her bedroom wall.
When they accidentally freeze time, their wish comes true.
When she follows her cat through the portal, an adventure begins.
Will these legendary cousins save their town from tricky, time-twisting characters?
Who will she meet as she travels through time and space?
If you love funny fantasy stories, Lamar Giles' The Last Day of Summer is for you.
Christian Robinson's Another is a must-read for all ages.
2 stories you'll ponder long after you close the cover.
The Calabaxians raid the kingdom of Astria. Theodosia is forced to watch as thousands of Astrians, now slaves, live their lives mining for spirit gems. For 10 years, she is forced to play Thora, a loyal puppet of the Calabaxian king. With desires of freedom, power, and revenge deep in mind, Theodosia must keep her feelings of love and hatred concealed from her captors as she rises up from the ashes to spark the flame of rebellion in all the Astrians.
If you're going to pick one book to read, it has got to be Beyond the Bright Sea by Lauren Wolk. One night, an old boat washes up on the shore of a rocky island carrying a baby wrapped up in dirty sheets. A man finds the baby and takes her in. 12 years later, she is Crow, and he is the only father she's ever known. She lives a content life until she looks out across the sea one night and sees a fire burning on a deserted island. She starts asking questions about where she came from and why she was abandoned. She runs away on an epic adventure and discovers much more than the answers she set out for.
I'm here for my 30-second book talk. I read Time Bomb and absolutely loved it. I love a good thriller. I love suspense. I really loved how she told it from multiple perspectives and how Charbonneau, I think, told the story of a bomb that went off in a high school, actually a series of bombs. If you want something suspenseful and something edge of your seat, check out Time Bomb.
Oh, Jen, your team is doing it again this year. Unbelievable. I love all 16 of the videos for the World BookTalk Championship, all 30 seconds long. It's hard to believe people can pack so much in. A few years ago, your Brobarians, they were a tag team and they won the whole thing. So I'm a little bit nervous about your duo this year. They delivered. The student that you had do the video, and I know a little bit of the backstory. Talk about empowered learning, not just being a passionate reader, but for her to reach out to you and submit her name, and then you working through her teacher to set that up. That's pretty inspiring. We could probably stop the season right now.
Yes, she just filled out the form volunteering like all of the other educators in this group did. And wow, how exciting to have a student who wants to be a part of this. That's what it's all about, right?
That is cool. I want to say one other thing I noticed. some of our videos had green screen and augmented reality and other amazing stuff. I don't even know what it was, but some of them also just shared people conversing and just almost speaking right to the camera about the books they love. So I love the diversity in that, just showing that a book talk starts right here. It doesn't start with technology. It literally starts right here, and however you proceed from there, it works. It works really well.
Right. And I want to point out too that we've had some awesome uses of technology over the years, but in my opinion, it's the book talks with the most heart and the most passion that rise to the top. Last year, even though Stephanie Tanner emerged victorious, it was the closest battle we've ever had, with just a few votes separating the top two book talks.
And that's out of like 40,000 or more votes, right?
Yes.
Some ridiculous number, and the total was that close.
Yes, we had over 40,000 people participate and vote with their kids, which we're going to talk about how you can do that in just a minute. But only a few votes separated first and second place. And even though both of those book talks were very different, I can say without hesitation, I think that they both did the best job of conveying their passion for the book. And that's really what it takes, I think, to be the winner of this. Speaking of being the winner, if whoever does win, what do they get, Brad?
Well, we're very grateful for Scholastic support of book talking and sharing passion, because the winner, the winning class or school is going to get $500 in books from Scholastic. And I'm so bad at keeping surprises. Should we tell them about the extra special thing that everyone?
Do it.
Okay. So every book talker, all 16 of these finalists that you just saw their book talks, 8 lead winners, 8 literacy legends, get an autographed copy of a book that is hot right now. I mean, our students at Greenwood are going nutty over this book, and we're going to send our book talkers today their own autographed copy, compliments of Scholastic.
That's right. I have had these books at my house for a little while now, and it's everything I have. Not
I bet.
One for myself, because I'm really, really excited about it. And also the winner of this year's World Book Talk Champion, in addition to $500 worth of books, I need to be clear about this, $500 worth of books for their classroom or library, they're also going to get free registration to the Scholastic Reading Summit of their choice this summer, which is a really exciting prize as well.
Yeah.
Plus, they
cool.
get to brag about being the World Book Talk.
Oh, yeah, that too. We have this cool digital badge. We call it the Vince Lombucki, a.k.a. Vince Lombardi kind of trophy. Anyway, enough about that. How can these classes and kids and educators vote, Jen?
Okay, so Brad and I are going to be sharing on our own individual blogs and on Twitter and all over the interwebs lots of tools that you can use to help engage your kids with these videos. Things like rubrics to help kids decide what really is the best book talk. Also some reproducible brackets, so your kids can write in the names and circle the book talk that they like the best, etc. And all of these materials will have the following link on it: bit.ly/30-second book talk _vote. And Brad and I are pointing because it's going to appear right here on this video as well, right?
Yep.
See the magic of technology.
Definitely. And on the graphic organizer, or the blank brackets, we've had in the past years, people at their schools have started their own book talk tournament, and it's kind of a fun, the 30-second thing, it's a lot harder. It may sound easy, it's very difficult to say what you want to say in 30 seconds or less. So we give all the lead learners a lot of credit for doing that, and yes, the literacy legends too. Way to go, people.
So once you get to the form, it'll have the deadline for when votes will be taken for the first round. The form will calculate all of the votes from around the world, and then we will, after telling the winners of that first bracket who's moving on to round 2, we'll announce that to the entire world so that your kiddos and you can gear up to vote for the final 4 to name at last this year's 2019 World Book Talk Champion, who will probably be a literacy legend, just saying.
We got a code red. Code red again. Well, Jen, it is always a pleasure. And like I said, I've been looking forward to this for most of the year. So it's good that we're finally here. And now the fate of the champion of the world is in everyone else's hands.
That's right.
But hopefully a lead learner will, hold the hardware. But anyway, I digress.
Brad and I joke and talk a little bit of trash, but really the real winners out there are you and all of your kiddos who get exposed to great new books to read and who get to talk about reading in joyful and authentic ways. So thank you all so much for being a part of this and for making this a part of your instructional day with kids. We really appreciate it.
Good stuff.